welcome Derrick Cameron.
All right. Good evening, everybody. How we doing? Yes? Oh, I'm so excited. I'm in a good mood today because this past week, I just went to the bank and paid my last loan on the gas I bought for last summer. Just paid it off. I'm ready to drive, man. I mean, over these last couple years, gas prices have been insane, haven't they? They've been a little nuts. Gas prices have been so high, it changed my dating habits. I'm a single man. If I meet a woman now, I gotta know different things about her because of that. I'll be at a bar or a restaurant. Hey, how you doing? What's your name? Tanya? Oh, you just look beautiful. Look at you, girl. So, where you live? Huh? Hey, that's $12 round trip. No, you pretty and all, but I ain't ready for that kind of commitment. No, you call me when you move. You just not gas gauge friendly. That's all I'm trying to say. And even going to the gas station is different, right? Some of y'all remember when they used to be called something else. It used to be called a service station. Remember that? Yeah. They called it a service station for a reason, because there were actual services there. Years ago, if your car broke down, made a weird noise, you didn't even panic. You just looked at your spouse. Oh, don't worry about it, honey. There's a service station a few minutes up the road. We can make it there. We'll be all right. And you would. Because back in the day, they had this guy in the back of the garage called a mechanic, right? And he would come out rubbing that dirty rag. How's it going, folks? Sounds like your intake's taking too much intake on your manifold. Go ahead and pull it on in here. I'll fix it. You'll be going directly. And you would. But think about this. In this day and age, with all the advancements of science and technology, computers, moving forward as a people, in this day and age, if you're United States of America and your car breaks down and you make it to a gas station, you're still in a world of hurt, aren't you? Right? Right? Pull up in your broken car. Excuse me, man. My car is overheating. What pop number are you on? What pop number are you on? All I do is push button, give you gas. That's all I do. I don't come out of booth for shit. He's behind glass. You cannot touch me. Look at that. You cannot touch me. Look at that. Want to reach in that little money thing, grab by the head. Oh my God, you're quite flexible, my friend. Free couscous for you. Free couscous. Because I love traveling. I love traveling. You know, I'm from California, and I love being from California. You know, people in America trip off of California, and it's a crazy state. I love it because it is a crazy state. It is a fun place to live. One thing about California, it is not boring, and they love entertainment. You know how much we love entertainment? If you become a famous enough actor, we'll put you in charge of our government. That's how much we love entertainment. Right? We did it a couple times. We had Ronald Reagan, we had Arnold. Arnold was our governor, and people trip off of votes, and I don't understand that. All that happens when voting happens is somebody sees somebody talk, and they say something you relate to, and you can connect with, and you like their vision, you say, I want to put that person in charge. And that's all that happens. So think about that. How did Arnold become governor of California? Were people sitting around in California going, no, I like that dude. He's just like me, you know? I'm not from here. He's not from here. I don't speak English. He don't speak English. He shot people. I shot people. He'll be back. I'll be back. Make a run for the border, Vato. And they're always talking about the border, right? Immigration reform, illegal aliens. I do find it funny, a bunch of old immigrants complain about the new immigrants. Somewhere there's an Indian going, oh, don't like the new neighbors, huh? And I think white people got to stop tripping about all the Mexicans coming into America, because you got to admit, you were the first illegal alien. Shouldn't be called Thanksgiving, should be called Thanks-taken. But what bothered me more was watching illegal aliens protesting for their rights. You got to be kidding me. I'm a black man born in America. I'm still waiting for my 40 acres and a mule. Get in line, Pepe, get in line. When I get my land and my donkey, then you get your shit. If Shrek can have a donkey, why can't I? But I like it. I like people from all different places. But I do have to admit, certain cultures can be overwhelming. I'm gonna tell you a story. I now live in Los Angeles, California. I bought a house there. Why? Because I have good credit. That's right, ladies. I'm a single black man with a credit score in the 800s. Yeah. I'm like the chupacabra. You've heard of my existence, but you've never seen me in person. I bought my house. I bought my house, and then, and it says about my house, my parents still live in San Diego, California, where I grew up. And I went to visit my parents. And while I was visiting my parents in San Diego, I made a mistake. I went to a Walmart on a Sunday afternoon. I didn't know. I'm not saying there was too many Mexicans there, but I saw one white man and nodded at him like he was a homie. He was riding step, hey, united we stand, united we stand. We went and had lunch. Had tacos. And sat around and talked about the good old days when it was just the two of us. Yeah, he said, he apologized for that whole slavery thing, and I apologized for us taking over golf. It was just one of us. The best ever. No, because golf is a white man's sport, think about it. It's the only sport where there's no running, no jumping involved. And if you get too tired, you can ride to the hole. That's got white written all over it. Even the ball is white. Boink! Actually, I'm a big-time golfer. I golf everywhere I can around the world. I love golf. And for those of you who love golf like I do, you're going to appreciate this next story. A friend of our family was a big-time golfer. This man golfed every day he could throughout his life. Lived to the incredible age of 96 years old. He even golfed the week he passed away. We don't even know how he pulled that off. But all of us that loved him and golfed with him decided to give this man who we love a golfer's funeral that a golfer would appreciate. So what we did this service was really cool. We took that sound that all golfers love, that ball hitting the bottom of the cup, and ran that through some speakers. And as they were lowering the casket, all of us stood around and yelled, "Get in the hole! Get in the hole! You the man! Get in the hole! Get in the hole!" Put a scorecard on his chest, 1 under. Come on, we couldn't let him die at par. It wouldn't be right. Now, I like other sports, too. I like other sports. I'm a big football fan. I watch football. I've been enjoying football all year. It's been a great thing, but I'm different. I don't watch football with a bunch of fellas drinking beer, yelling at the screen. Not my style. I prefer to watch football games with a woman. I watch it with my grandmother because she's nuts. She's the only person I've ever seen who will actually cheer an instant replay. Go, 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 go. Oh, child, he got stopped in the same place as last time. He was going a lot slower this time, though. That's why he got caught. That's all right. Now, you guys probably watch tons of football, right? You've seen it all over your lifetime. My grandmother pointed this out. You heard about these contracts these guys get. They get $100 million to play a game. And they play these games, right? And these athletes are amazing. But explain this to me. How is it when a guy has a quarterback throw him to the ball and he catches it, and because of his athletic gift, he's able to outrun an entire field of million-dollar athletes? But when he's running on the sideline and he's about to score, right next to him is a 50-year referee running stride by stride. I'm just saying they need to drug test the refs. Them chubby white guys can't catch all them brothers. What are we looking at? But it's weird, though, when it comes to football, because the #1 sport on our planet is called football. But in America, we call that sport soccer because we don't like it. Americans don't like soccer. You know how much we hate to watch soccer? We rather watch 5 fat guys play cards on ESPN. Cards on a sports channel. Listen, I didn't think there was anything in the world lazier than watching fishing. I was wrong. You're willing to watch a table full of men show no expression for entertainment. Some of y'all sitting there going, "What's the river card? What's the river card?" And the thing about it is that's what this country's all about. We love watching bad television. I think one thing about this country, we need a television intervention. Somebody needs to sit down and speak to us and say, what are you doing? Because we watch the dumbest, silliest stuff on television for no reason. If you're watching a show with a bunch of Americans speaking English, but you still need subtitles just to understand what these idiots are saying, you must be out of your Duck Dynasty mind to let that into your skull. It's embarrassing. We had a show where the star of the show was called Honey Boo Boo. And it was on our learning channel. I'm begging you, I'm begging everyone in this world out there, please tell me, what does a Kardashian do? How are these women still on television? Is it entertaining to watch women with big butts walk around a house and spend money? Is that really what it is? So what's happened? I know how Hollywood works. Hollywood, hey, all those reality shows, they hate it because they can't make all the money they want to. So what they do, they have a show that you guys once liked, and then they just, hey, get all the actors, directors, the writers together, and they just duplicate it, and y'all don't even realize it. Seriously, how many versions of Law and Order is there on television? 58, 59? They got CSI in every city in America. CSI Los Angeles, CSI New York, CSI Miami. I want to see CSI San Francisco. Ooh! What do we have here? It's a crime scene. Oh my God. I don't know who was injured here, but whoever decorated this place, kill him. Whoever would put those drapes to that couch, murderous! And we watch other stuff too. We have like other things on TV I don't get. Like, you know, like Americans are not big enough. We need a food network. A whole network devoted to food, looking at food, finding food, trying to bathe with food, see what food can do. And we watch it like crazy. And then they have these crazy shows on there with the chefs. The one show that I do not get, that's been on for a while, is Chopped. Have you guys ever seen Chopped? It's the craziest show I've ever seen, and nobody calls them out on it. Basically, it's a show where they have these chefs come out to compete, to make these incredible meals, and they have the judges, and they have this basket in front of them where they have no idea what's in it. And actually, the host will come out and say, all right, chefs, are you ready for tonight's special ingredients? All right, chefs, open up your baskets. Tonight's ingredients are Mongolian monkey lips, Fruit Loops, and Bubblicious bubble gum. You have 20 minutes, go. And then the chefs just start running and start grabbing stuff off the shelf, and nobody goes, wait. Did you hear what he said? He said monkey lips and Fruit Loops. And you have a recipe in your head that fast? What kind of restaurant do you have at home? And then they make it, right? You see them, they make it in 20 minutes, and they present it to the judges with a straight face and go, tonight, I prepared for you a pan-seared, Parmesan-crusted Mongolian monkey lip with a Fruit Loop reduction and a chimichurri Bubblicious puree. And the judges eat it, right? The judges are crazy because they sit there and they eat this food that nobody on the planet has ever tasted. And they go, I have to admit, I loved your presentation. But I have to admit, my monkey lip was a bit acidic, a tad dry. What are you talking about? Nobody has ever eaten this stuff, man. They don't know what it's supposed to taste like. If I'd made monkey toe soup, nobody in here would know what monkey toe soup was supposed to taste like. Now, if it was camel toe, now I would... Not enough salt. We watch stuff like that. My point is we watch crazy stuff, which I do not get. Like we watch a show that's very popular called The Bachelor. How is a show called The Bachelor still on? How is it still on? I do not get it. It's the worst show on the planet. 25 women dating one man, and they have the nerve to call that show The Bachelor. That show should be called Last Hoe Standing. Because it's not about him. It's not about him at all. They got these delusional women on there. I know, I just met Brandon a few hours ago, but I feel that we have this amazing connection. I mean, let's be honest, when you know, you know. Now, I know tonight he's going out with 10 of my roommates. He'll probably make out with 6 and finger blast 2. But I know that we'll always have this footage of our courtship and our relationship. It's insane, right? And then finally, after all these years, they finally had The Black Bachelor. So you know, man, that show is over. They have jumped the shark. Because you know what they say, once you go black, you gotta move. You can't stay around here. Now, I do believe they missed an incredible opportunity on The Black Bachelor. When they had The Black Bachelor, this is all I wanted to see. I wanted to see those girls coming back from their dates. Hey, how was your date? Good. Did you guys have a connection? Oh, yeah. Really big connection. Do you think you'll get a rose? Get a rose. He better give me the whole damn bouquet for this shit. That bastard better buy me a flower shop. You watch that stuff. You watch other shows that I don't get. The Bachelor. How is that still on? Now, The Bachelor's still on right now, sorry. Survivor. We watch Survivor. How is Survivor still on? Survivor's been on for decades now. It's a show called Survivor, and there's no surviving on it. Where do they stick those people? In vacation spots, Malaysia, Thailand, the coast of Australia. What a horror. Stick those 16 people in Detroit on a Friday night. I bet they won't vote off the black guy that weekend. All in favor of keeping Terrell? All in favor? Help! Think about the mini challenge in Detroit. Pure entertainment. For your first mini challenge, all you have to do is go over to that crackhead on the corner and talk him into giving you $1. That's impossible. For your next mini challenge, all you're gonna do is strap a 25,000 diamond-studded necklace around your neck. And all you have to do is run from here to the end of the block and back yelling, I hate black people. First one back alive wins immunity. Terrell be the only one come back with a profit. Ha ha, I sold mine. How'd you do? Wow, that's a lot of blood. Medic. Now, there's other people that do great things on television, and that do good things, like Oprah. I gotta admit, Oprah's an incredible woman. What she's done in our lifetime, I give it up, man. Oprah's great. But I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about the good thing Oprah's done. I want to talk about the worst thing that Oprah Winfrey has ever done in her life, and that is introduce us to Dr. Phil. This man has been on television for so many years now saying nothing to people, and people keep watching. He's not brilliant. All he does is state the obvious, and who can't do that? He just looks at somebody and goes, you're an alcoholic? Well, you gotta stop drinking. You're fat? Well, honey, you gotta stop eating. You're not attracted to your spouse? Well, you gotta start drinking. At the end of every show, he's supposed to wrap it up, and you think he's gonna make it all make sense and pull it all together, but he doesn't. He leaves you hanging every single time. Because at the end of every show, all he does is look at these people, let me say this, I've been listening to you for about an hour, and I'm gonna tell you what I think, what I believe. Listen, if you want some help, I can get you some help. But if you don't want no help, well, I can't help you. We'll be right back. Every show, right? But every now and then they mess up on Dr. Phil. They let a man be on Dr. Phil. And what I mean by a man, I mean a man's man. I know they're trying to breed us real men out of the world right now, but we're hanging on. You other guys at home talking about your feelings. I'm sick of it. Over the last decade or so, there's been an epidemic of the pussification of men on a level that I cannot comprehend. And I'm sick of this shit. Sick of it. You got guys on television crying and apologizing for stuff. Oh man, I hate that. And they have these shows where they try to emasculate men. I cannot stand Dancing with the Stars. I hate that show. No real man wants to see his athletic heroes on there doing that stuff. I couldn't believe what they did in the first few seasons. And now, ladies and gentlemen, one of the most feared boxers of all time, a man who defeated Iron Mike Tyson, the former heavyweight champion of the world, Evander Holyfield, doing the quick step. No man wanted to see that. And Dr. Phil thought he had one of these new breed of guys, but he had a man on the panel who says and does what he means. And Dr. Phil looked at this guy, let me say this. When you say to your wife, I can't see the TV through your big butt, I mean, how do you think that makes her feel? Well, I hope it makes her feel like moving. You said, be honest. He was honest because his wife said, Dr. Phil, I worked hard on my diet. I go, honey, I lost 20 pounds. Well, look behind you, I found that it's right there. You don't feel that? That's a man. Every man has to learn how to be a man. I've been blessed because I had a man that raised me, my father. My father was a real man. My father was married to my mother for 60 years. 60 years, yes. That's a man. Now, he lived on his side of the house, she lived on her side of the house. I ain't gonna lead till you lead. I ain't gonna die till you die. When you stick around just to piss off the other person, that's love right there, dog. Ain't gonna die and give you the satisfaction of being happy. My father, he blessed me and my brother with the talk. Not the birds and the bees talk, but the man talk that every man should have with his son and sons. The truth about women. I have no idea what happened that day. My father looked at me and brother, hey boys, come here. Come here. It's time. I need to tell you about women. All right? Listen to me, sons. If you're gonna be with a woman and you wanna be happy with your woman for the rest of your life, son, every day you gotta wake up next to her. Yes, every day. You gotta roll over and you gotta look at that woman you love, son, and say from your heart, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know if I'll mess up today, tomorrow, next week, baby. I'm sorry. The sooner you give in, the happier your ass gonna be, son. Look at me. Do I look happy? I'm just trying to tell you your mother's trying to kill me, son. That's all I'm trying to say. If I come up missing, check the source. And the thing about it is, because I've been single my whole life, right? And people think, well, you know, you must be bitter on marriage if you've never been married. No, I'm not bitter at all. I mean, I just told you, my parents, 60 years of marriage. That's my problem. I have a role model. I have a role model of a father, a man, a provider who made sure that he took care of his family and made sure that those children wanted for nothing. But more important, I had a role model of a mother, a woman who fed me and clothed me and taught me all these great lessons in life. And as a young man growing up, I said, when I grow up, I want a woman like that, because that's a woman to me. And when I grew up, they went, no, they don't make that model no more. Well, what's the new one do? We don't know, but they're still buying it. Oh, I meet women today, but they can't cook, can't clean, can't sew, and say, don't look at me like some kind of sex object. Well, honey, what's left? I want to say, I mean, and it's crazy because, you know, I live in the worst place to be single. I live in California, in Los Angeles, which is worst place. Because why? Because it is the plastic surgery capital of the world. I've gone on dates with women with fake hair, fake nails, fake butts, fake boob, fake lips, and they go, I just want to meet a man who likes me for me. Bitch, you don't even like you. What the hell am I supposed to do? All I'm saying is, ladies, stop trying to fix everything. Embrace your originality. If you got an A cup on the left and a B cup on the right, work that shit. You tell your man, well, you always want a threesome. Well, here's your menage a teat right here, asshole. And it is a weird thing, too, because, because people think, they assume, because I'm in entertainment, that I'm only going after a certain type of woman. They say, oh, you're in entertainment. You're one of those entertainers. The problem with you is that you just want all those younger women. You don't want a real woman. You can't handle a real woman. You just want a younger woman. And that's not the truth. Couldn't be further from the truth. I'm telling you, I don't want no younger woman. Younger women still have dreams and aspirations. Who wants to put up with that? I want a mature woman that's given up all hope. I want a woman that says sexy stuff to me like, okay, you'll do. I like a woman with defeat in her voice. When she looks at me and she's like, all right, but just don't take so long this time. You don't worry about it, baby. I'll be finished before the commercial's over. Because it's tough, man. Especially dating in this day and age right now. It is a whole different world. They got all these apps out there, and people are dating with apps and stuff, and and they don't have certain things that really are helpful. They just kind of look at you, look through photos and stuff, but nothing to help you. Like even help men. There should be an app to help married men. There should be an app to help all married men, and I know every man in here would appreciate this app. It's a Marriage Man app. It's a very simple app. All you do is when you're driving home from work, you point your phone at your house. And it tells you if you need to go in the house or go around the block a few more times. Don't go in there now, dog. We have no idea what you did that she thinks you did that she's mad at you about. Drive your ass around the block. That would be a very helpful app, man. Because apps can mess up your phone. They can mess up your relationship. Some of these technologies messed up one of my relationships. I had Google on my phone, and Google's weird. Like I have photos. I take photos, and Google goes into my photos, and they'll just take one out, fix it, enhance it, make it beautiful, and then they send you a text message, say, hey, we took one of your photos, made it look nice. Would you like to make prints? Would you like to do something with it? Well, I didn't ask you to do that, Google, but okay, fine. Well, I made a mistake. I took a picture of a girlfriend. Google sent me a picture of a better-looking girlfriend. Baby, we gotta break up. Why? Google says I can do better. I had no idea. Look at her, she's hot. And the other thing that's in there, location. Yeah, it knows where you are, which is weird. It's a very weird experience to know where you are. Like you ever walked out of a restaurant and all of a sudden you get a little text message, boom, did you enjoy your meal at Tommy's restaurant? Would you like to talk and make some conversations about it? Like, what, how'd you know I was here, right? So I had to know that. I didn't turn that button off. I went on a date, had a wonderful date. It went so well, I stayed overnight. I'm walking to my car the next morning, all of a sudden Google, boop, did you enjoy your time at Becky's house? Would you like to leave a review? Leave a review. Here's 5 of your other friends that visit Becky in the last week. What? Those who like Becky also like Kathy 2 blocks over. Would you like to make a reservation? I don't know if I can date a woman with a Yelp rating. It's kind of frightening to me. Now, other stuff is now. You guys let technology in your house. Some of y'all listening, have anything listening to you. You got like a Siri. Some of you got Alexa listening to your conversations. You talking in the house to this computer. A friend of mine, Reggie, man, he couldn't afford Alexa. He wanted one, but he just couldn't afford a real one. So he went and made a mistake and bought one at a swap meet and got himself a Tanisha. He regretted that shit. I was at his house. He's like, Tanisha, what time is it? Really? You can't see that clock behind your big ass head on the wall? I don't have eyes and I can see that clock behind your big ass head. Tanisha, what's the weather like today? Stick your big head out the window, see if you need a jacket, fool. Tanisha, call Tanya. Why call Tanya? She don't want to hear from you. We all know what happened last night, Mr. Minute Man. But I'm adjusting, because I'm at that age where I'm adjusting to all this new technology. As you get older, new things are invented, and you try to do things differently. I get that, right? But it is a process of aging. And when you get older, man, it's just weird because you have things that you remember when you were a child, and now it's just completely different. Like when you were a kid, remember when you were younger and you got injured, you hurt yourself, you had a story and you can explain it, right? It was so easy. You're like, hey man, why your arm in a cast and why your right side's all jacked up? Dude, I was riding my bike and I was riding down the curb. I went to try to jump and my foot came off the spoke and I flipped over like 5 times, scraped my arm, broke my wrist. It was just crazy. You're like, wow. And then when you get older, you're like, hey man, what's wrong with your leg? I slept wrong. What? I slept wrong. I went to bed, it was working, I woke up, it don't work no more. Now I'm walking like this. Did you go to the doctor? Yeah, what did he say? He said you must have slept wrong. So what are you gonna do? I'm gonna go to bed tonight, see if I can sleep right, see if it'll fix it. The other thing, what happens to your weight? Your body changes, right? The older you get, the weight is just cruel, right? I mean, when you were younger, you could just say, you know what? Oh man, I'm getting ready for summer. I'm gonna look hot, I'm gonna lose 10 pounds, I'm gonna lose 12 pounds. And when you're younger, it just drops off your body, just, you're like, oh, I'm back, I'm ready for the summer, ready for the beach. And when you get older, you start about talking about losing weight and your fat starts talking back to you. Like, yeah, I'm gonna lose 10 pounds. No, we ain't leaving, dog. What? We ain't leaving. You've been trying to get rid of for 67 years. We ain't leaving no more. No, we all going in the box just like this. That's how we going. In fact, we're gonna put fat in other parts of your body you never had before. You ever had fat on the back of your knee? You do now, fool. So what do? After doing all this to your body for all these years and abusing it and eating all this bad food, suddenly you get the bright idea to do something positive and something good for your body. So you do something silly. Last summer I did the dumbest thing I've ever done in my life. I decided to do a master cleanse. Now if any of you out there thinking about doing a master cleanse, have your best friend punch you in the face. It's the craziest thing you can ever do. For those of you who don't understand what a master cleanse is, let me explain it to you. What it is you stop eating all food for 3 to 4 weeks. Not one morsel of food. All you do is you drink this stuff and it's supposed to clean out your system and reboot your body. Now there's different recipes for this type of thing. The one I decided to do was called the lemonade cleanse because it sounded more palatable. I said I can do that. But let me tell you the ingredients of the lemonade cleanse. The first thing you get is a gallon of pure drinking water. The good stuff, the purified, good drinking water. Okay, I get that. The next ingredients is really strange. The second ingredient is maple syrup. Not Aunt Jemima, not Mrs. Butterworth. It's called maple syrup grade B. And the B stands for busy, because that's what you're about to be over the next few weeks. The next ingredient is lemons. You get organic lemons, and you squeeze the juice of organic lemons into the pitcher to give yourself false hope that you're doing something positive for yourself. The last ingredient is cayenne pepper. The cayenne pepper is there to remind you that this is the dumbest shit you've ever done in your life. Because the cayenne pepper acts like a bouncer and kicks everybody out of your colon with a vengeance. I'm in the bathroom just, wah! 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 About 3 weeks in, I discovered my body could do something I didn't know it could do. I'm in the bathroom for the 10th time that day pushing. Wah! Wah! I go to push one last time, and I heard my butt cough. Did my butt just cough? I guess that means I'm done. I must be on empty. It scared me so much I called my mama and said, Mama, did you know your butt can cough? Boy, are you doing a master cleanse too? Hell, mine sneezed. I'm Derrick Cameron. Thank you guys so much. Much love.
Derrick Cameron, ladies and gentlemen.